All right, guys, welcome to my video. This video is going to be about this professor from Georgetown Law. Apparently, was having a Zoom meeting with a colleague, and they were discussing grades or whatever. And I think she said a lot of the black students, a lot of the students at the bottom of her class, every semester was mostly black. And this became controversial over the last couple of days. And unfortunately, Georgetown fired her for telling the truth. Um, Look, we all know the situation here. All right. We all know the situation with the whole um, academic latitude, I guess, of the whole structure of race, etc., etc. Let's be honest about this, all right? I'm sure that there are a lot of smart black people, probably a lot of black people with high IQs, but there is an overwhelming amount of black people who just are not cutting it as far as academics is concerned. All right, they're just not cutting it for whatever reason. If you want to cite IQ, that's fine. There are a ton of studies on that. You want to if you want to cite environmental issues, that's fine. But the truth of the matter is, they're not cutting it. That's why affirmative action exists for them. That's why it exists for them. All right. It would be great. It would be great if most of the black people in society are like the black people that I see on TV over the last, I don't know, 15 years. All right. Because every one of them seems to be a judge, a CEO, a doctor, a lawyer, absolute white collar people, analysts, any part of the white collar sphere, scientists. They gotta include one black person in there. All right. But the reality is, statistically speaking, all right, they're not very acclimate. They're not very academically. Let's just say they're academically challenged. Okay, for lack of a better term, I guess they're just academically challenged. And I wish I didn't have to say that. I really wish, and I'm sure these professors really wish that wasn't the case with most of their black students. But if that is the case, and that is the case, because if you guys seen statistics of black students, even the ones from good areas and not the ones from the hood, because we all know the ones from the hood, they're not cutting it, guys. Worse than not cutting it, I actually read somewhere that some black kid had a GPA of 0.00, and they were like the middle of the pack in their school. How do you have a GPA of 0.00 and be in the middle of the pack of your school? Here's the thing. They should not have fired her for telling the truth. This is just absolute insanity as far as I'm concerned. They should not be firing her for telling the truth. All right. It just weakens society. It just weakens society. If you're not gonna, if you're gonna have an affirmative action program for a certain group, just to give them a chance when their grades aren't up to par or even anywhere close to being up to par with everybody else. It's just absolutely insane. And this has got to stop. All right? This has got to stop. Because if this was the other way around, where it's just insane, guys. All right? I don't know how much more this country could erode regarding these kind of issues, because it's been eroding for the last 25 years and you can see it everywhere. All right. Instead of having a brain drain, what you're going to have is a less than adequate brain, there's only so many cardboard bricks that you could build a house with before you can see, before you can actually tell where the fault lines are, where your enemies can tell where the fault lines are, where it actually can tumble down and to an absolute mess. And this is one of the issues with these kinds of situation, and I think that a line has to be drawn. It has to be drawn somewhere, because if it doesn't get drawn somewhere, this country will. It's already a third world country, guys. All right, we're almost already there, as far as the effect that this has had on society, where it's not even the good being pushed over the best. It's actually probably the weakest being pushed over the best for positions. Come on. And on top of that, it is insane to me, because I've read there's statistics on black students who grew up in middle class neighborhoods and rich neighborhoods, and they still scored very, very low compared to everybody else, as far as competency tests are concerned, academic tests are concerned. It has to stop somewhere, all right? And somebody has to support this professor. She is not a racist. If you are telling the truth, you are not a racist. Enough. She has to, all of her colleagues should come and support her. Everybody needs to come and support her for telling the truth. All right? This whole thing where people are calling people racist because they're telling the truth, it's just insane. It's just insane. If it is a fact, then it is a fact. All right? We are living in a crazy, crazy, crazy time right now. All right?